Welcome to RoboSub 2014, the 17th annual autonomous submarine competition. I'm Zaz Brooks.
And I'm Amy Elliott. I'm an engineer at Oak Ridge National Labs, and I'm thrilled to be joining the team here at my first RoboSub.
Together we'll be bringing you all the RoboSub action in and out of the water, as the largest field of competitors in RoboSub history steps up to the challenge of building a robot that can complete the underwater course fully autonomously, with no human intervention.
It's clear that what we've got going on here is a very strong international collaboration of teams from all over the world. And it's this great atmosphere of sharing, exchanging, collaborating among cultures and among students.
Pretty amazing to be here, to see the other teams, the other competitors, their robots, to learn the different kinds of technologies that they apply.
What really drew us to this competition was the hard challenges for both mechanical and programming. The fact that you have to build something that's completely waterproof and also functions completely autonomously.
It's not really like anything in your normal curriculum where you're working out of books or you're working on different projects that are not really applicable to real life. You're building something that has to achieve different tasks.
All these teams have been hard at work qualifying for Friday and Saturday's semi-final sessions using an unprecedented 4 challenge and practice courses here at Spaywar Systems Center Pacific's Transdeck facility.
Being the 17th year, sort of modeled after Apollo 17, Transdeck 17, so there's a moon theme.
The first task that the subs have to do is a mandatory task, passing through the start gate. It's just got to be under the water and go through that gate. After the start gate, all tasks are optional and can be completed in any order. The first optional task is the control panel task. That's where the subs need to touch buoys in order to turn the control panel green. There's a maneuverability task. That's where the subs need to maneuver over and around an underwater obstacle. The marker bins are back. 4 bins are placed on the bottom of the pool. The subs need to drop 2 markers in the correct 2 bins. There's also a projectile task. It's called inviting the aliens to lunch. The subs need to send the invitations on a torpedo through holes in a board. The smaller the hole, the more points they get. This year there's a brand new manipulation task. It's called rerouting power. The subs need to approach pegs magnetically attached to a board and move those pegs from one location to another. The more pegs they move, the more points they get. The acoustic pingers are back again this year. These emit a sonic signal under the water that the subs need to home in on and then surface in the correct octagon in order to get the points. Finally, this year the underwater pickup task is called collecting moon samples. There are pieces of rock and green cheese in one location and the subs need to pick them up and move them over to another area of the bottom of the pool. That's worth a huge amount of points this year.
RoboSub is, of course, sponsored by AUVSI Foundation and ONR. They've gone all out this year to give teams ample opportunity to practice, so the contention for the final slots has never been higher. 27 teams have qualified for semifinals so far, and up to 4 could get into the wildcard semifinal spaces.
The students always find a way to solve problems differently, and that's what I love about it. It allows us to take a look at how the trends of new technology are coming down, how we can apply it to the naval environment, and how we're going to start to solve problems.
It's not just a competition, it's a way for everybody to collaborate, to talk to each other. We can invent the future, we can make the innovations that really matter for tomorrow.
RoboSub is a full systems engineering challenge, and that includes documentation and communication.
To excel at RoboSub, teams need to impress the judges with a written research paper and a live presentation in a process called static judging.
Well, the static judging is important because it gives the teams a chance to articulate what went behind their design, what went into the whole teaming effort, the system engineering of it, how they financed it. It really does enable them to summarize everything they've done and why they've done it.
It's really nice to be able to display what you've been working on for the past year, because they really get an in-depth analysis of what we're doing.
For the past few days, we've already been making a list of what to do better next year, how to better plan, and what to do next time.
It's going to be fascinating to see what happens in the semifinals, and we'll be bringing you all the details in a semifinals recap video here at robosub.org. So come back here on the weekend to see it.
And I know you'll be thirsting for a deep draft of liquid finals action, so we'll be opening up the spigots here at 1 p.m. Pacific Time Sunday for the live webcast. Keep your depth gauge set for robosub.org.